Hey, welcome back. We're here with, I don't even know what number. Teaching Tuesday again, though. We are back. We've got an awesome topic today for you guys.
Yes, today we are talking about move-up buyers. All of our people out there who own a home right now and are looking to get into their next home. Katie has been working with a lot of buyers these days.
A lot of buyers.
How are things going with people who are looking to sell their house and move up to the next home?
Well, here, I'm going to start by saying this. One of my favorite things that I just learned is you keep hearing that it's a seller's market, and we're going to rephrase that. It's not a seller's market, it's a skills market.
Yeah,
because it is beyond a seller's market right now. You need an agent who is so in the know on how to get your offer accepted. And so that is part of where this came from.
Yes.
It's tough out there. It is tough as buyers. I will tell you that it is darn near impossible. It's not impossible, but it is darn near impossible to get an offer accepted that is contingent the sale of your house, even if it's a cash offer. Full cash offer, but pending the sale of your house is it's a really tough hurdle for buyers right now. So we dug deep because we know that this is a hot topic. We have so many move-up buyers out there right now that we're working with that it was really important that we have other options besides the traditional ones. The traditional ones being that you submit an offer on your next house that's contingent the sale of your current home. Again, not likely to be chosen.
It's a benefit to the client, of course. They want to be able to move from one house directly into the other house and use the funds.
Yeah.
That's great. We get it. We know why you want to do that.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when you're competing with other people who aren't in that same position, we get beat out almost every time.
And we're talking, like I said, even if it's a full cash offer that's contingent the sale, most sellers will lean into a financed offer that is not contingent the sale. And the reason behind that is you're bringing in a third party into the equation for whether or not you will actually be able to close on the seller's house as well. That's why it is such a huge hurdle that sellers and listing agents just want to steer away from if at all possible. So there are options. Look for homes that have been on the market for longer or maybe not as desirable, maybe fixer-uppers, things like that where you're not in competing offer situations. We have had success with those, but generally speaking, not the way to go. The other traditional way is listing your home, your current house first, and then once you're under contract, coming through and submitting offers to purchase your next house. This gives a little bit more security to the seller of the next home. But again, there's still that variable of a third party involved in your transaction that most sellers are going to steer away from. So don't be dissuaded. It's still a great time to sell your house and buy your move-up home. Interest rates are low, and we have two other fantastic options for you to consider. Christina,
Yes,
I'm going to pass it over.
Yes, we've got a couple of options. One, too, would be putting your house on the market if you know the type of home that you're looking for is out there. Like, it's not an uncommon type of property. It's a neighborhood home. You just want it a little bit bigger, something like that. You can list your home for sale and then start searching. And then you get that rent back. That was another thing, was like, if you need a rent back 30 to 60 days after, then that's another option.
We can build that into what we're requesting on the sale of your home as well.
So that's an option. It kind of gives you a little bit more safety as you're out there and you're looking. But again, it can't be a super unique home that you're looking for. It's got to be one that you know that's going to pop up.
Yes.
Otherwise, you have other options too. Do you have family that you can stay with in between the houses? Is there a short-term rental that you could do? Some options there too.
Airbnbs are a fantastic option.
Yeah. Talk to us and let us know if you have any of those, because we have a couple of options there that here locally that could be really great options. So
the other ways to go are looking at HELOCs or what you may hear referred to as bridge loans.
Yes. Okay, so they went away for a while. You did not hear about bridge loans for a while. They're kind of back. They're back in a sparse manner. They're not all over the place. You've got to talk to the right lenders, but basically, one program that we just heard about that sounds like a really great option that we're digging into more this week for some of our seller buyer clients is this bridge loan product where basically the client has to get pre-approved with this lender. They have to be able to qualify. Their debt to income has got to be good enough for that departing home and the new home. And what they give you is a home equity line of credit on your home, on your property. You take that cash and put it as your down payment on the new home. And then immediately you list your home for sale. So as soon as you get under contract on the new home, your home goes onto the market. What you're hoping to do there is to list your house and get it sold within the same amount of time so that both homes can close. But the key for this is that you don't have to make it contingent upon the sale of your home.
Correct. You've already pulled the equity out that you need to qualify for the down payment on your next loan. And then what the lender's doing is allowing you to come back in once you sell your current home and essentially refinance, but without the fees. You're just re-amortizing that loan, essentially, including the sale profits from your current home. So it's a great option. Again, removing the contingent the sale of your home is so huge in this market. That is the biggest hurdle for sellers accepting an offer today. So this is a fantastic opportunity. It's absolutely something that we will be looking into personally because we have equity sitting in our house that we can absolutely cash out to purchase our next home. And we don't have to take everything out in order to do that. You're looking at what you need to qualify. And again, you have to be able to carry all three of those. So your current mortgage, your HELOC, and that third. So you've got to have a good debt to income ratio, but it's definitely, I think, one of the best options out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, there's lots of terms and conditions with this. We're not lenders, so we are the source of the source. We're going to introduce you to these lenders and introduce these programs, and then you get to go deep with them and see if it's something you can qualify for, terms that you like.
Yes.
We're just trying to equip our buyers with more options.
Yes. We want you to know that you don't have to sell your house first, or you don't have to write offers contingent the sale of your home. You have other options, and there is a fourth option.
Okay,
this is
one's
new.
Yeah, totally new, kind of crazy. I do know a couple of people who have used this program before.
Yes.
So this comes into play when we are competing against other cash offers, where it's like you've got this other house.
Which, side note, happens pretty much anywhere in the sub 1 million market. We just heard about a listing going cash at over almost 900,000.
Yeah,
over the weekend.
$200,000 over the list price.
Yeah.
It's happening. Our last 5 listings have gone all cash, not financed at all, completely cash.
Yeah,
so anyway, if you're wanting to compete on something like this, there's a program out there. It's called Revive. Again, contact us for more information. We can hook you up, but it's a program outside of a regular loan. You would still be partnering with a lender. We've got a lender in mind that we could help you out with here.
That we've already vetted it through. We know that they're on board for this partnership as well, but it sounds like most lenders would be on board with this because it's really a separate program.
Yep. So here's the crazy part, and it's a little bit different. So what Revive does is they pre-approve you just like your regular lender pre-approves you, and they give you they have the cash for you to go make an offer on a home that you want. Here's the deal. It's in Revive's name. Okay,
so Revive buys
stay with
your
me.
house.
Okay, so you've got
Your
this new house that you love, and you want cash, and it is $700,000, or that's how much it's going to cost. So it's probably listed like $500,000. Perfect. So $700,000, all cash. Revive is the one on the purchase and sale agreement. They are the one that is purchasing the home. Again, you can have a home inspection if you want, but it doesn't have to have a financing contingency. It can close in 2 weeks. Super easy. It's supposed to be super easy for the seller to want to accept that offer.
It's a cash offer.
Yep. So let's say that all sounds good. They accept the offer. Revive now is the owner of this home. You move into the property and you rent that home from Revive at fair market rents.
Yep.
So they're looking at what other homes like this are renting for. And so.
And you have a contract with Revive.
Yes, exactly.
Protecting all of this along the way. So you're under contract with them, but this is how it's executed. It's a cash purchase on your next house, and then you rent it back while you are listing your current home, listing and selling your current home. So it allows you to purchase cash and then turn around and sell your house unoccupied or very nicely staged, which is the ideal way to get top dollar for your home as well.
Or repaired. I mean, I'm thinking like with kids, animals, like you now have fresh paint everywhere. You have fresh carpet that nobody has been on, like all of those things. And you have a certain amount of time. I believe it's 4 months, but we can look into the details. But that gives you enough time to get your house on the market, get it sold, and then your contract with Revive comes into play, and you re-amortize at that point, and title transfers to you. So,
well, you buy it essentially from Revive, which is where your lender comes into play, and why they need to be on board with all of this as well, because they need to have approved you for the purchase price that Revive is purchasing that house for cash for you, because you will be financing that. Unless you're going to go cash to purchase it back from Revive.
But you've got an appraisal. You'll still do all of those things. It's like I said, it's complicated. It sounds a little too good to be true, which because of that, it costs money.
It's
right?
expensive. It's an expensive option.
Yeah. So that Revive has their own fee. We're going to have to pay excise tax twice. We're going to have to pay title and escrow fees again. All in all, it's probably going to cost about 4%. And that's outside of any other traditional fees. So it is expensive, but again, it's another tool in our belt for the right people in the right position. It's an option, because that's what Katie and I are trying to do right now.
Just give you options. Like it's really tough to try and buy and sell traditionally. So what else can we do to give you a leg up in this market? That's where it's not a seller's market, it's a skills market.
Yeah.
And we are here to be your resource. We're talking to the people, we're having the conversation so that we can best equip both our buyers and our sellers to make the best decisions possible along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Because your competition is stiff out there.
Yeah.
Whether you own a home right now or you don't, you're competing with other people with loads and loads of cash. I didn't see this in Spokane 15 years ago or 10 years ago or 5 years ago. That has been in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
Like things have really, really, really changed.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to problem solve and
give you a competitive edge where one might be available. So lots of options. We are here. If you want more information, want to dig deep into any of these, or have any questions, feel free to reach out to either Christina or myself. That's what we love doing. We're here to problem solve for you guys. So
that's right.
All right.
Awesome.
That's it for us. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.